You probably all still remember my cinematic vlog from about 2 weeks ago. Today I will show you the setup that I've used to film that and show you a bit more in depth how it's working, which components I'm using. I found a setup that is very small, lightweight, very inexpensive and has external audio and really good picture quality.
I keep dancing with my heart. I keep dancing with my heart.
There are actually two main reasons why I haven't revealed my setup yet. I first of all wanted to have the time to really test it and use it on a daily basis for at least 2 weeks. And the second reason is that I don't own a second camera to actually be able to show you this setup. But this is about to change. I ordered another camera and I'm now using my lunch break from the studio to pick it up. And this package is actually exactly the same camera as the one that I'm using right now. I will let you know at the end of the video why I ordered another one of these. There are a couple of reasons for it, but now it's just time to head back home and set it up. So let's get started. It's the Canon EOS M3 that I'm using for the daily vlog, and this EF-M 11-22 lens, also from Canon. What I really love about it is that it's super small. This is a mirrorless camera, so it doesn't need to be that big. It doesn't have a viewfinder, so you're saving a bit of weight and space. It has the flip-up screen that can be flipped in any direction. You can also use it for shots from below. It doesn't flip out to the side, what I actually like, because when the screen is on the side and you look onto the screen, it looks really awkward. If you look onto the screen that's above the lens, it still looks a bit more natural than looking to the side. The main reason why I actually got this camera is the external audio input that you have. As a music producer, sound is really important for me, and I think also for everybody that wants to do a vlog, the sound quality is more important than the picture quality. And the Sony camera, where is it? This right here is the old camera that I used. It's a Sony A5100. This is the only Sony camera with a flip-up screen. It has the same sensor as the Canon, so the picture quality is the same. But here I didn't have the external audio input, and this one costs way more than the Canon one and is way older. The low light capability is also quite important for me because I sometimes DJ, or right now during the winter it's getting dark very early, and it's kind of okay with this camera. It's not as good as maybe a Sony A7S or A7S II, but for the price and the size it's very decent and usable. I also love the possibility that I can use Technicolor as a flat picture profile, apply the color grading in post and get a more cinematic look for my vlogs. The camera has also an external flash that I never use. I don't need it for video. You have here on top the hot shoe where you can attach a mic, but then you won't be able to flip up the screen. I have a solution for it. I will talk about it in a bit. You have here the mode wheel, the exposure compensation. It really feels nice and solid. You can customize the button here and some of the buttons on the back. And here's already the first thing I don't like about the camera. It's the button layout. For example, the record button for the movies is right above the preview button, and whenever you hit the preview button it just stops recording, so you have to be really careful to really hit the recording button. The wheel and the other buttons are all fine. Also, the camera is water resistant and dust proof, which makes it better for vlogging. When it rains, you can continue shooting. The biggest downside is actually the autofocus of the camera. It's not as good as the one from the Sony. It's still good enough to make a vlog, and I prefer having the better sound than the better autofocus. But I sometimes have to check it, and especially in low light, the camera is drifting and hunting a bit for the focus. But all in all, this camera is the best for me for vlogging, the best compromise of all of the attributes that I want to have in my vlog. And it's super inexpensive. That's really the best thing. So that's the kit lens. It's super lightweight and small and just fits perfectly to the size and weight of the camera. Altogether, these two cost just 400 euros, which is a super fair price. And right now in December, they are having a cashback. So I'm getting even, I think, 50 euros back for the camera. And for the second lens, I think 30. There are actually two more things that bother me a bit. You can use third-party batteries, but every time you open the battery compartment and close it again, and you have a third-party battery in it, the camera will ask you if it has the Canon logo on it, and if you're sure you want to use it and that you don't have any warranty and that stuff. And it's a bit annoying. If you want to switch out the battery really quick, you still have to press like 2 or 3 times to get rid of those messages. That's really just Canon trying to sell their original batteries, which cost 40 to 60 euros, depending where you get them. These cheap knockoff batteries just cost 8 euros. Another disadvantage with them, you won't be able to see on the display of the camera how much charging is left on it. That's just Canon trying to be a pain in the ass. The other thing, of course, is when you try to attach the mic onto the hot shoe, you won't be able to fold up the screen. A screen that would fold to the side would solve this. But I actually found an adapter online that's just like a small metal bracket that you attach below the camera, between the tripod and the camera, that comes out to the side and has here a hot shoe where you can attach the external mic. I think just a couple of weeks ago Canon introduced the Canon EOS M3, which is the newer version of this one. It has the viewfinder and has a screen that doesn't flip up. It actually flips kind of down, so it looks like this. And whenever you hold it in your hand or use a tripod, you can't actually see the screen. So that's probably the worst solution that Canon has ever thought of. This lens is actually what is making kind of the biggest difference for this camera setup, because normally with the kit lens you would have like a viewing angle like this, so it would be really in arm's reach. It would look like this. So if you want to show stuff or see the table or yourself, you really have to be careful how you set up your shot. But if it's as wide as this, it's super easy. So this EFM 11-22 is really the best lens that you can have for vlogging. This is what it looks like. It's also very small, a little bit bigger than the kit lens, but still very, very small for a lens that goes so wide. It's also water resistant and dust resistant. The picture quality is super good. It's sharp, has a lot of contrast. The only one thing that I just found out when I bought the camera is that you have to extend it to even be able to use the lens. So this is not the actual size. You have to switch this little thing here, and then it extends up until here when you're at 11 millimeters. And this is the change to 12. So it's not moving a whole lot, but if you want to shoot with it, it has to be extended. So if you put it back into the smaller version, you actually are not able to use the lens. If you attach it now to the camera, it will stop shooting and will tell you to put it into the shooting mode. I think the step making it this little bit smaller and having this entire construction to really make it small and big again is a bit unnecessary. I see why they did it, just to keep it really small and handy, but I actually never use it. It's always extended. I use the camera every day, so I very rarely make it small again. Maybe if I put the camera into my bag, but this is almost never happening. Both lenses have built-in image stabilizers, which is really nice to have when you handhold and film. This wider lens is quite expensive. It's 330 euros roundabout, which makes it almost as expensive as the main camera with the kit lens. So my lunch break is over, which basically just consists of eating a hanuta and picking up the package. For me, it's now time to head back to the studio, get some work done. I will show you the rest of my vlogging setup when I'm all done with work.
I keep dancing with
I'm all done with work here in the studio, so let's continue with the camera equipment that I'm using for my vlog. The next piece is actually the mic that I've attached to the camera, to the side of the camera. This right here is the Video Micro from Rode, and it's a very small microphone. This piece is just there to keep away all of the wind noises. This is the actual micro. It's super small, just 50 euros. And what I love about it is that you don't need a battery for it. It also doesn't have a switch. You just plug it in the camera and it's working. The microphone is super directional. It picks up just the sound that is in front of the camera. That's the main reason why I'm able to vlog outside, also when there are cars around and wind and all that kind of stuff. So a really good mic that just has one small problem, and it's actually not really the mic, it's more the preamps of the camera. The mic is quite noisy, so whenever it's silent you can hear quite a lot of noise. So at the moment I'm using a denoiser in post to get rid of it. I have a plugin that I anyways bought to use it in Logic and make my music. Just never ever use the one that is included in Final Cut. It's really bad if you use it on top of somebody that is speaking. It will make the voice very, very strange. And then there is of course my favorite tool, that's this tripod selfie stick. I actually made an entire video about it that I will link up at the end. This thing is super handy. I'm really happy that I have it. You can just use it as a selfie stick. You can fold it up, make it quite small and just take it with you everywhere. That's what it looks like in small. It has this really cool ball head and the quick release plate. Most people that do vlogs use these Gorilla Pods, but they are actually super bad. I don't get why people use them. They break, and whenever you place your camera and just wait for a minute, they start moving by themselves. And you can't basically do any time lapses with this kind of thing. Then there is also this little small thing to do the spinning time lapses. You just turn it, wait, and that's how it's done. Very easy. So that's basically all of the things that I use to do my vlogs. Of course also my laptop, and from time to time the iPhone to do additional time lapses. I'd really love to get a drone. This would be the next step, the next upgrade for it. But as of now, I'm super happy with the setup. You should definitely check out the cinematic vlog that I did. That was actually the first day I had the camera and tested it. It really showcases what's possible with this setup. As always, you can check out all of the equipment down below in the description, and that's pretty much it for today. I completely forgot to mention why I bought a second one of these cameras. I will let you know everything about it tomorrow. I now really have to hurry up. It's again 10:30, Vanessa called 3 times, dinner is ready, and all this kind of stuff.
dance along the dance.